All right, welcome along to the $1 Million Messenger Framework. My name is Chris Brown. Thank you so much for trusting me with your time and energy. I know it's very, very sparse and also very important to you to get information that's going to help you. When I first put this together, my idea was to make it as a checklist and a cheat sheet, and then it became more elaborate and decided to do a walkthrough video just so I could really talk you through the idea, the concept, the thing that will help you get better clients who you love working with, because I know that if you are here, you have a huge heart, a big mission. You love working with people. Like, being a coach is not a choice for you. It's not a career choice. It's not something that you chose. It is something that chose you. I've been a coach since I was 15 years old, started coaching in football, and then I went to football till like 21, and then I became a personal trainer, then opened a gym. And coaching's been a part of my life my entire life. I'm now 37 years old, and I've been a coach for 22 years, which is wild. And so this isn't something that I chose to do because I could make money out of it. It's the thing that I would do regardless, whether it was this that I was doing, I was coaching mindset or whatever. I would be a teacher, a coach, because it's in my DNA. And I know that if you're watching this and you resonate with my stuff, you are exactly the same. So likelihood is you're here because you are dealing with low quality prospects that are a pain in the ass. And it might not be every client, but it might be a lot of them. Or worse, you might be generating leads that are people who just aren't that motivated to say yes. And if they do, they're a pain in the ass to deal with. And you find yourself convincing, persuading, arm twisting, doing long ass sales calls with people just to get a yes. And sometimes the best part about that yes is when they hand you money. And the worst part is when you actually start serving them. One bad client takes the energy of 5 amazing clients. And my goal is to free you up from the one bad client and get more of the amazing clients so that you don't get dragged down and they don't detract from your ability to serve the people you truly care about. So listen, the $1 Million Messenger Framework, if I was to just give you this graphic on the screen, it would make a lot of sense, but I'm going to actually give you some prompts and some templates, not ChatGPT, not AI, stuff that I actually sat and wrote. And I want you to understand this because this is everything. It's the accumulation of like understanding this for 11 years. Now, as a client, I go way deeper into this, but I don't want to scare you off with a bunch of work, first of all. But if you do deploy this in your business immediately, I guarantee you could go and create a piece of content off the back of this video and this framework, and you will get more alignment with your audience than you ever have. So listen, the first part is a motivated market. This is the difference between people saying, I'll let you know, let me check with my husband, let me check with my wife, I'll get back to you, and you get ghosted and nobody actually gets back to you. And people being like, I'm in, how do I get started? And you really need to understand that choosing your market is that it is a choice. Like, we can choose to serve a portion of a market anytime we want. We do not have to attract the people that we're currently attracting. It is a choice for us to go, do you know what? I want to attract a different caliber of client. I want to work with a different kind of person. And because we have the internet, because we have stuff freely available to us now, it is easier than ever to do so. So they need to be ready, willing, able to get help. They need to want your help. Right? Not need it. People who need to lose weight often don't want to lose weight. And those that are in motion already and are already losing weight want help to go faster. And what you're looking for is clients who are already in motion, but they want to go faster and they want to pay to collapse time. And that's the best kind of client. They are the people who go like, listen, I understand everything that you're sharing, and I just want you to tell me exactly what to do so that I skip all of the hard work and I get the result that I want without having to have all the stress and struggle and strain that I've been doing on this kind of current path that I'm on. They're already in motion and solution focused. They're looking for an outcome. And that is a choice. You can choose a new market at any given time. Secondly, and let me just say this, like, if I was to sell a Ferrari, who I sell it to is more important than what I sell. I could have the best Ferrari on the market. It could be rare, it could be unique, it could be one of a kind. And I could go and try and sell that to a million different people that can't afford it and yet struggle. Yet I could have a Rolodex of 50 people, and I could go to those 50 people and say, hey, I've got this brand new Ferrari. Here's the spec. There's one available. I'm contacting 50 other people. Do you want it? And the people who have money, who are looking for that thing, will be like, I'm in, right? They want it. And that's the kind of clients that you want to be attracting, because Listen, if we switch to magnetic message, right? And let me just say this, like if you are attracting people into your world who are a pain in the ass to convert, they're very hard and you have to spend an hour over the phone, like beating them with a stick, twisting their arm and, persuading them to sign up. The problem that you have isn't sales. You don't have to get better at sales, and you could get better at sales. You can sell people better and you can convince people who aren't a fit to buy, and you could scale a really big company doing that. My choice is to be a messenger who has a deep, profound, impactful message and only choose to work with people who are aligned with that. That's why it's aligned client attraction. It's like who I am in alignment with. They vibe with my values, my beliefs, my thoughts, my actions, everything. And so if I want to, stop persuading, convincing, overcoming objections and stalls, which I can do, part of the problem is actually going further upstream. Let me give you a metaphor. If I had a waterfall and said waterfall was a waterfall that I wanted to stop from flowing, I could put a giant bucket at the bottom of that waterfall, right? Big giant ass bucket at the bottom of the waterfall. And I could try and stop the water flowing. That would work great. Except the water's going to keep coming and the bucket's going to be spilling over, right? If I truly want to stop the waterfall, I go further upstream, I build a dam, and I stop the water flowing. And it's the same thing here. Like if we are getting bad prospects on the phone or they're reaching out to us in DMs, it's because of the message that we're putting out to the market, which happens way before they ever reach out. If we are dealing with people we don't like dealing with, it's because of the upstream impact of that. So we have to go further upstream, say some different words that then attract different people. And we can go from Me Too messaging, like the shit that you see everywhere on Instagram, the same stuff that everybody says, the tips, the ChatGPT style content, and you can actually start saying stuff that's magnetic. And the way you do this is with what I call secret whispers. And it is speaking to the present pain clearly, and it's pointing to that. Now, there's some examples of that below, but it's really being clear and obvious with what their present pain is. Not just, do you want to lose some weight, or are you sick and tired of being overweight, or are you lacking confidence? That's generic. I can't point at that. But what I can say is every time you're naked with your partner and you're just about to have sex, do you have that feeling of self-consciousness or that thought of, I wonder if he still finds me attractive? Way more impactful than, are you lacking confidence, right? Or even like, are you lacking confidence in the bedroom, right? Like it's way more specific. And we have to know what that present pain is. And we have to end the conversation that's already happening in their mind. We also have to be new, different, unique. Find something good to say it well, say it often. That's what Jim Rohn said. And this is what it comes down to, is like really finding that sweet spot between like who you are, what you say, and the cross section of those two pieces, which leads me beautifully to the mythic messenger. Now, mythic is not an obvious word, but the reason I chose that word is because the mythic messenger is a living, breathing, heroic story. Now, by that, I don't mean that you're going out there and saving kids out of a burning building or whatever. You like, I'm not saying you're a fireman or you're an actual hero. I'm saying that you are a living hero's journey. You are out there courageously living through your message. You are the teaching. You're not the preacher. You're not just sharing the thing. You're actually living the thing. And there's a big difference between being embodied and owning that and being the teaching, like the physical manifestation of everything that you share, and then trying to convince others by preaching at them. It's like being a fat personal trainer. It's never gonna wash. Unless you're helping people, like, if you've lost a lot of weight and you would still consider yourself overweight, but you've lost a shit ton of weight, like that's different because it creates a lot of contrast. But if you're helping people get 6-pack abs and you're 50 pounds overweight, there's a massive disconnect that right away, straight away, they're like, message is good, messenger isn't in alignment. And so like if Eminem was to teach people how to, rap, right? The words he says are going to carry more weight than if anyone equally said the same thing, same lessons, like even if they were really good. Eminem's going to carry more weight because of who he is as opposed to what he's just saying. And it's so important. And that's the difference really. Like you can be a hero to 100 people. Like if you are living authentically and truthfully, you will get a lot of admiration for that. And if you live openly and you document what you're doing versus you preaching, it's going to make a massive difference. And it's the difference between being ignored and adored. And you don't have to be adored by thousands and thousands of people. You can get 25 likes on a post and get 3 people DM you asking how to work with you because you understand your market very well. One of my friends, she has less than 1,000 followers and she makes over 50 to 100,000 a month every single month. And if you were to look at her content, she doesn't have a ton of engagement. She doesn't have a ton of likes, but she gets a ton of people reaching out directly to her because she's got a really tightly curated audience. And that's because she's living through the mythic messenger. She is the teaching. And so this is your aha story. This is your journey of growth. This is you coming over the challenges. This is you slaying the common enemy with your market. This is you against the common enemy that is preventing your market getting to where they want to be. And this is your code, right? Call it like your code of honor. It's your tenets, your lessons, your values, your beliefs. It's the things that you live through. And having that documented is really, really important. Now, I'm going to save you me walking through these, but there are 10 reasons that you're not getting the clients you want or building the business you love. I just started riffing on these. I put it into the thing because it really supports the $1 Million Messenger idea, because the idea for $1 Million Messenger is simple. Like, you have to be the messenger. Like, think of Jesus, right? And the teachings that Jesus has, the stories, the lessons that he shares, right? He's a messenger. And it's the same idea here. It's like, how do you take what you have to share with the world and spread it as a message and then get paid handsomely for it? And there's a reason that you're not stepping into the truth of alignment for you and not sharing the things that are truly important to you. And I riffed on 10. I probably could have went and done a bunch more of these, but I think you'll find these extremely relevant and helpful. Um, 3 quick and easy wins. Like, if all you did was come through this and get these quick and easy wins, then I think this will help. Attract a new segment of the market that your current product or coaching solves a major problem for. For example, I've been working with gym owners for the longest time, and I could help gym owners that are brand new, 0 to 5K a month, or there are a segment of gym owners that are making between 10 and 20 grand a month, or even more so, 15 to 20,000 a month, that have a very unique set of problems that I can solve and help them get to 30 grand a month. I can choose to work with them, and it's easier for me to convert them. They pay more, they stick longer, and they get more value for my stuff. So my product or service can be tailored towards a different segment, and you could do the same for your offering, right? The same here. I could start with a brand new startup coach who doesn't have any business at all, or maybe they have, something that they built in the real world and they want to build a coaching business on. Or I could go, a lot of my clients, like 30 to 50 grand a month, and I could help them get to whatever X above that. Speak to deeper present pains and be extremely specific with them. So if all you did was speak more clearly to the present pains of your audience, you would get more bang for your buck. Like, if you look at the 10 content posts that you did before this video and you go back and look at them, ask yourself, have I clearly articulated the present pains of my audience in a way that I can point at them and go, that's what their present pain is? If you can't, then I'm telling you that your content is off, and that's why you're not attracting the right people. And you're probably pushing and doing all the other stuff, DMing, commenting on posts, outreaching to people, all that stuff. And it's force versus flow. It's force versus you being a magnetic attraction to your audience. And you want to be the messenger that people gravitate towards. So there are how many questions? 12 questions for you to go through here. And I want you to really spend time doing this. Like, it's, I say this at the bottom here, but my hope is that you do this. I'm dubious whether you actually will, because honestly, like, the majority of people who download shit, they don't do anything with it. My hope is that you're here and you're actually committed to doing something different in your business. And my hope is that you go through this and you really do the hard work, because this is going to take you like an hour of really deep work, but it's going to have such an impact on your business that it will really, really, really make a difference. So the 5 components of an offer that makes prospects say yes. There are 5 different things. I'm not going to read this out, but I want you to go through this, specifically Hell Island and Heaven Island, right? What is it related to their time, their identity, their money, their energy, their reputation that currently is hell for them, and what would be the visionary version of that? And then we've got, the 5 things of present pain, personality, philosophy, the plan, and then the price, which is two things: the price of your thing and the cost of moving forward. So look, hopefully this was really, really valuable for you. I want you to go through this thing. I don't want to read the whole thing out, but go through this whole thing. And if you are looking to fast track this, if you want to get the exact system that takes this is like one piece of what we do with our clients when we build a pathway from cold to sold and help them attract high paying, high caliber clients day in, day out, every day of the week, so that you get a handful of people reach out to you each day asking, how do I work with you? I'm in, I want to get your help. If that's you and you want to get some help, DM me on Instagram, coaching, and I will get you all the details via a simple little document, much like this, and it will tell you everything about what we do. I won't hold anything back. I don't do sales calls. This is literally me just sharing you the offer. If it's the right fit, great. If it's not, then awesome. I have a really good way of handling your objections, and it is, if it now is not the right time, great. Let me know when or if the right time is. I ain't going to try and convince you or persuade you. Have a chat. If it's right for you, we'll get you going. If it's not, totally cool. Hopefully you got value from this anyway. So again, if you want to fast track this, shoot me the word coaching via the DM, and I shall chat to you soon.